Hi, this is Dr. Ace there, Balance Focus Neck Adjustments. I'm with Paul. Paul's flown 2,500 miles from Florida to get better. He's been in so many accidents, I can't believe he's even walking. He's been in car accidents, truck accidents, motorcycle accidents, fallen off his chair when he was a kid, broken every bone in his body, yet he has the best personality, best outlook on life. I love this guy. I know you're gonna like this. This is a 4-part series. We're gonna spread this over. This is 2 weeks, 4 parts. We go over his X-rays, we go over everything with him. He's also seen chiropractors his whole life. He's seen chiropractors for 45 years. The worst part about this, he's seen over 15 and only 2 in that whole time have taken X-rays, and only 2 have actually adjusted his neck. So I get my soapbox in this one. I'm really pissed off about how my profession lets this guy down. I want you guys to watch that. I hope you guys watch all 4 parts. This guy is amazing. He has an amazing recovery. Watch his gait, watch him get better. Love you guys. Like and subscribe. See you guys next time. Hi, Dr. Thayer here. I'm with a patient that's come from Deltona Beach, which I just found out is just outside of Daytona Beach. And we were just giving him a hard time that we thought he didn't know how to spell the name. And he's like, you lived there how long? You don't know how to spell your freaking town? No. It's just, anyways, just down outside of Daytona. Anyways, Paul came from Florida, and he's been hurting for a number of years, almost all his freaking life. I'm going to go over the laundry list of stuff because it would take him a long time with the accent he has to tell me all this stuff. Anyways. 9 years old, auto accident, smashed his head into a side impact, cranked on his neck. I'll let him elaborate some of this stuff. 11 years old, hit another auto accident, chest compression, broke his right leg. As a child, he broke his arm multiple times between 1 and 2 years old. It's not spousal abuse. It's not family abuse. He actually says he fell out of a chair. I'll believe him. After you go through this more and more, you start to believe him. Like, oh God, you're just screwed up, dude. And his left knee, 10 years old. What'd you do to your left knee again?
I fell off a bicycle.
Yeah, bicycle. Yeah. Right leg, 11 years old. 20 years old. This is the killer one. He got smashed between a semi and a loading dock. That's freaking crazy. 45 years old. He had a motorcycle accident. Broke his clavicle, surgery in 1992, had his coccyx removed, right? His tailbone removed because of pain. He's got it all going on. Because of the blood transfusion he had, and how old were you this one?
I was 20 when I had the
20 blood transfusion. He has hepatitis C his whole life. He got that taken care of. Now he has cirrhosis of the liver, only 10% functioning liver. This guy's fucked up. And that's what I like to term. You know, you guys get mad at me for using those terms, but I don't know how to use any other terms. He's pretty messed up. But you know what? As messed up as he is, he has a great outlook on life already. He still is like, hey, dude, I'm here. He's got plenty of issues. Anxiety, depression, all the things that go with it. But, he actually has a good disposition. I'm pretty happy with his the way he's still, after all this. A lot of guys would give up. So, Paul, I've gone through the laundry list. Why don't you give me highlights of anything you want to tell me on that?
Okay, basically, I had kind of beat myself up over the years. I've always been very active in the motorcycles and hiking and stuff like that. I broke bones when I was a baby, jumped out of a high chair, fell across on it, and then had a bottom of the car wreck with friends that killed the driver, broke my leg, messed up some stuff. Fell off a bicycle, busted my knee, tore my ACL out. And the main one was when I was 20, I just turned 20, I was driving a cattle truck in Texas, and I had my back turned, and another driver backed over me. And first he caught me across the shoulder blades, I jumped, he caught me across my lower back. They had to take out intestines, they had to take appendix, and through all that, through a blood transfusion, I got hepatitis C, which I put up with for 30 years, up to 2 years ago when I finally was able to get on medication, get it off, but it's destroyed my liver in the process. And then December of last year, I had what they say it was a mild stroke, and so that's affected me some. But all in all, it's still been a good life.
See,
it's fun. I'm here because I'm not ready to give up. I ride a Harley every day. I still want to get back to hiking and stuff like that.
Good outlook.
And I believe you can't give up no matter what life dishes at you. You always have to fight back and keep going.
Yeah. He's been going to chiropractors 50 freaking years. He said he's counted over 15 chiropractors that he's gone to. He hasn't had an X-ray on his freaking back since 20 years old.
Yeah, so it's been almost 40 years since I had an X-ray. Out of the 15 chiropractors, I can remember 15. I think 2 of them have actually taken X-rays.
And how many have actually adjusted your neck, by the way?
Only 2.
In 15 after 50 years of chiropractic. Since you were 9, you said. I thought you said you were
well,
9.
no, I was actually, well,
How old when you first started your first chiropractic?
15, 16 maybe.
15, 16. Okay, so 45 years.
45 years.
So only 2 chiropractors unadjust his neck. And that's a freaking travesty, you people, wherever you are out there. If I get the kind of results I get from just adjusting the neck, at least do the minimum and adjust necks, people. I don't understand what's happening out there. Tell us what happened with some of these chiropractors too, that you said, it was interesting what he said in the room about them being scared.
Yeah, most of them, they would adjust my lower back, my mid back, and they would be forceful. Actually trying to force it to go. And then they touch your neck like they was just scared of some kung fu movie or something. They're gonna snap your neck. Sometimes they would, even the 2 that actually adjusted, they might get it to move, but it was a temporary. It's not nothing really adjusted. You could feel it in your lower back and all move. The neck is kind of like they was just scared to even touch it. And the guys that didn't touch it, they didn't even look at it. They didn't rub it, didn't touch it. Don't want nothing to do with it.
So it's interesting because, again, chiropractic is based off neck adjustments. I mean, if you look at the history of what we do, it was the first chiropractor adjusted only necks for the first 35 years. And so necks is where everything, the bread and butter of chiropractic came from. And so for chiropractors to be scared of that, it blows my mind. To adjust the back heavier than they adjust the neck, that blows my mind. I don't even adjust the frickin' back and I get results. So again, people, at least do the minimum. Remember, we are chiropractors, we adjust necks. Okay, that's my soapbox today. So, terrible sleep, shitty sleep, everything freaking hurts. Tell us where your pain is right now.
It's like I was talking to the doctor earlier. My pain scale has passed 10 a long time ago. I don't even think of it about being in pain anymore. It's just discomfort. It's tightness. Most people would call it pain, but it's constant. It never goes away. The only time I can ever remember being pain-free if I went to the doctor and gave me some morphine. And for that 30 minutes, you say, oh, this is what you're supposed to feel like. And other than that, you kind of just block it out. You get used to the pain.
Tell them the minimum, what you minimally want me to do with you today. He came back here for a week. He's on one of our week plans. He goes, if you could just do this, what is it?
To relieve the pressure off of my neck. I feel like I'm always walking around with a 50-pound bowling ball on top of my head. It always pushing down. And if you could just get that off and help me to walk later, I'm always feel like I'm going to fall over. And so the balance is not there. If I could just get that back, I'm happy. I can live with the pain.
Okay, so he has some other symptoms. Pressure behind the eyes, not headaches, he says, but pressure behind the eyes. Every morning he wakes up. Balance problem, dizzy problem. Every day he wakes up. Right hand is numb all the time, and he does drop things from time to time because of weak hand. He has left sciatica. Ankles feel like what?
The ankles are just totally weak. I can't even do a push-up because you can't get the angle right because the pressure is so strong. When I get out of bed, I have to, stabilize myself. Sometimes in the middle of the night, it's like the ankle actually goes out of place, and I have to get up and stand up with pressure on it and slowly twist it to make it go back where it will quit hurting. And that's an everyday deal. The pressure in the eyes, when I sleep at night, when I wake up in the morning, I feel like somebody on the inside of my eyes will push my eyes out. And they calm down throughout the day, but every night, when I wake up in the morning, I feel like somebody's been pushing my eyes all night long.
We're going to walk down the hall. I want to get him to walk first, and then we'll come right back in the room and do the adjustment because I want you guys to see how he walks because he has a unique gait. So come with us. Okay, check out that gait. That's a pure hitch in your get along.
Like no Western movie, huh?
Oh, Western movie. He's ready to draw. Okay, so one last thing. He had a stroke. He says he thought he had a stroke December of last year. He went into the medical emergency room. They said his chiropractor told him, I'm not touching you unless you go in there, right?
Right. And
so he went in there and he got checked out, MRIs, CAT scans, all clear. They said they don't see any evidence of a stroke, so I don't believe it. I looked at the Xrays. Xrays are way, way better than I thought they would be. I'll let you guys check those out in a second right now. Definite arthritis, definite imbalance, definite problems, but with the kind of compression stuff that he's done, the kind of potential fracture stuff, I thought it'd be way worse. The one thing that really pisses me off about this is that I looked at his X-rays, and I'm not a bottom-up kind of guy. I mean, I don't care that the feet are in. flat or the hips are unbalanced. But his X-rays, which nobody's had the gall to take an X-ray of him for 40 years,
Right.
has a blaring right short leg. I'll point it out to you guys, and you'll laugh and you'll be like, how are you not addressing the short leg, Dr. Thayer? How are those other chiropractors never talked about it?
Right.
And when I show you guys, you'll blow your mind. He's never even seen it. Not one of you freaking chiropractors even shown him his X-rays, even showing him what's going on. And I'm going to show him stuff. We'll show you guys on camera what I show him. We'll get his, in the future, we'll get his reaction to it. But, I mean, come on. Take an X-ray. You can't take it. You can't fix a body if you don't see the structure. And when you see this, you'll be like, of course you need to take an X-ray. None of them have.
Because one of the funny things when you told me I had the short leg, I had one chiropractor when I was in my early 20s mentioned, he's one of the ones that took an X-ray, and he said I had a short leg. But I seen 15 others, and they never mentioned it, so I thought the first guy was wrong.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't believe him because
And
no one else
you.
ever.
And he showed you.
He never showed me the X-ray. He just said I had a short leg. Well, I didn't believe him because no one else ever told me I had it. And I thought, well, one out of 15.
You're going to have this on your phone forever. You get to see this forever. Go lay down over there. Let's get you adjusted.
All right.
Face up on the table, please.
Okay, let's pass it over here.
Sorry for the long video, guys, but this guy had a mouthful of stuff to say. Just good for me? Good, right there. Okay, lastly, I forgot to say this. Why did you choose my office over all the other quacko-prackers that you've seen online?
Well, I believe in God to start with, and I believe He gave me your videos because I watched a bunch of different ones. You impressed me more because you took the time to explain things, and you're the only one that I've watched that patients actually testified. You know, every other doctor, you make yourself look good, or nobody that's bad mouthing you. And I was just impressed, and you're the only one talked about the neck all the time, and that seemed to be my problem.
Good.
My neck hurts more than anything else. I thought, well, hey, I wasted money on 15 others. One more time.
Well,
let's try again.
I appreciate that because, you know, a lot of people out there are looking for chiropractors, and your story resonates. Just like they resonated with you, yours will resonate with them, so I appreciate you saying that, okay? Good. So, how much pain is this right now when I push right here?
About a 9.
About a 9? And if you guys comment and say, he's not a 9 or 10 out of 10 pain, because if he was, he wouldn't be able to talk and he wouldn't be able to move. I get this crap all the time. You know, his pain is his pain. He feels pain, guys, and it's a lot. Okay, so this is 9 out of 10 pain. I'm going to set you up for an adjustment right here. Just relax best you can here. He's a little resistant, even though he wants me to do it. A little scared here. Let this go. Good. What was that like, dude?
Very intense.
Very intense? Just like all the other chiropractors?
No, that's why I say I could feel that move. You know, it hurt, but you could actually feel something move.
Is that the first time you've ever felt anything move in your neck ever in your life?
Yeah. Most of it. I would describe any time else they put me, it's kind of like, you know, popping your finger or something. Just a little pop, no big deal.
Exactly. One more. Ready for one more?
Mm-hmm.
Good. You can see Paul's eyes again. He's nervous, even though he wants this. It's still a little bit much for him. Let's let this go here. Good. Nice and relaxed here. Wow. You guys didn't hear much of that? That went pretty good.
Yes, it did.
And that was pretty painful, but it went right through where I was adjusting his arthritis. And that's where he has most of the pressure on his neck. And it did go good, even though you didn't hear really loud. Now, the first change is where I'm pushing right now, Paul. I pushed here a minute ago. It was a 9 out of 10 before. What is it now?
It's more like a 5 or 6.
So it's about 40% less?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You're not just trying to make me look good, are you?
Nope.
Trying to kiss up to me?
Nope.
Okay. Okay, you're going to get up in a second. What do I say in the videos all the time?
Not twist and turn.
Good. And?
And
look straight ahead.
Look straight ahead and arms down.
Good, perfect.
But I don't want to undo what you just did.
Absolutely, dude. You've been watching them. Want to sit up? Throw your legs on the side. Look at, for a guy that comes from, look at Air Jordans on.
Walmart's.
I know it. They look like Air Jordans. I thought it was funny. So, first impressions, dude.
I feel the release. I feel lightheaded.
Good. A little dizzy, like we talked about.
Yeah. And it feels, I can feel it, you know, radiating down this side more than anything else.
Good.
It feels like some of the pressure's off. You know, it's more like a 30-pound bowling ball instead of a 50.
Good, perfect.
You know,
so you notice instant change in leverage. We talked about it.
Especially the second adjustment. The first one you could feel some release. The second,
the one that made the less noise.
The left side.
It was the bigger one.
Yeah, I could feel it.
Really, I did too.
Really move.
Yeah. And it was funny because it made hardly any noise.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I heard it. I can you know, hear
compared to everything else
inside.
we had, exactly. So we're gonna walk in a second, okay? Just like we talked about in the videos, walk, recalibrate your spine, walk in front door, please.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't. Oh well. That's funny. I forgot to do it all. Oh well. I forgot to check your before and afters. Touch the toes and everything. We'll go through it real quick out here, just kind of see what's going on, but you guys can already see what's going on here.
It's easy.
One more time. I mean, if anything, it's pretty easy to see. You know, this is such a big story. I forgot to even do the things I always do. Funny, okay? That's funny. Isn't that funny, Paul? Went through all that stuff. Look at the way he's walking, though.
It's definitely easier. I mean, it's still off balance, but
yeah,
but it's definitely easier.
Did I touch your legs?
No.
Did I touch your back?
Nope.
And tell us what else you're feeling right now.
I feel a bit of fatigue, but I feel a lightness. You know, like you are standing up straighter. I still have the pain.
Look at how tall he is, guys, compared to me now.
But it's not.
Look at the height.
Yeah, it's because earlier, you know, when you said I've been 6 foot my whole life, and you measured me at 5'10", so you know, you could tell how much I had contracted over and bent over. But I feel more upright.
Yeah, but look at the video. Look at how much taller he is than you already.
I feel
already.
I feel more upright.
You walked better. Okay, so we're gonna do this real quick, just because I do this because I always do it, but I forgot to do it before. And don't touch toes. Let's see where you're at. You can tell people how you feel, and you can tell the difference. Sorry, fans.
That's a whole lot more than it was before.
I know, but you tell me I was a 10 out of 10 a minute ago.
Yeah,
What was
it
now?
was 10. I'd say that's probably about a 6. And the range of motion is a whole lot more.
Well, I know that, but you tell them that.
The whole
back.
That was 10 before. I want to say it's probably about a 7. With the range of motion being better.
Check your neck. Look down the floor.
The pain level is probably about a 5. The tension's not as much. It's probably about the same, about a 5. The tension is nowhere near what it was before.
Squat, dude.
This is the hard part. We'll see how this works. That's definitely easier. A whole lot easier.
I wish you guys could have seen me before on this one.
Yeah, I couldn't hardly go down that.
You don't even realize how much different this is. I mean, I set this whole thing up going to be a great video, and I forgot to do this. Look at this.
Yeah, that's a whole lot different.
Anyways.
The balance feels better.
Anyways,
too.
you have to take his word for it. You guys saw the before and after walk. That's one of the biggest things. I'm so happy to have this guy here. Anything else you want to add, sir?
No, I'm glad to be here. I really look forward to spending the week with you because.
You gonna stay the next week now?
I'm working on staying the next week too because you know it's a long ways to come and like I said, I'm not ready to give up. I still want to get back to hiking. I want to do the things I can do. I'll probably have to come back again because I'm always falling down and doing dumb things. But right
we like you dumb patients, by the way. You have to come back sometimes. No, but good first day, right?
Good first day.
Was it worth the trip so far?
Yes, it was.
Thanks for the video.
Thank you.
See you guys next one. I'm going to do another video on this guy, show you the X-rays. See you soon.